awake. And we're...
in the Fade.
This is where people come when they dream, but dwarves don't dream. And somehow I'm here.
Yeah, it's unreal. Nev thought we should talk about what to do next.
We should. But maybe look around a little. We might be here a while.
Wisps. Figures are in the Fade, but I swear they're following me.
You alright?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
I know Varric wanted you for the job. You know the same about me.
I made a call that got you injured right after we met.
I'll be fine. You trusted me for the job, and I delivered. That's what counts. If we're stuck in this, let's hope you can trust me again.
We'll see how it goes.
Is that cynicism, caution, or both? We might just get along.
You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
And it's...
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
We'll figure this out. I'm sure of it.
Really? Do you know something I don't?
No, we just... Well, we have to, right?
Yeah, that's the job.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
Did you ever find places like this chasing Solus with Varric?
Not exactly. But with Solus, it was always about the Fade, or the Veil, or some other in-between place. Varric always hated it, though. At least this place feels different. Maybe safer?
So, you have plants. Greenery's nice, isn't it?
Green? Most of these are dead. Figures. Maybe I'll clear them out. Give me something to do. I hate sitting around. We shouldn't be sitting around. We were going to go back through the Alluvion, right? Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
You know, you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric and I started this. And I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So, come get me when you're ready to go. All right?
Must be two...
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey. Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
In my head, Solus showed up while I was out cold to gripe about us breaking his ritual.
He's mad about us destroying his ritual?
Sounded like it. When the ritual went wrong, he ended up trapped in some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm not in danger. He can only barely reach me. I bled a little when I got knocked out.
So Solus is using blood magic? Like any normal mage would to play with your mind?
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
We all know he's not a god, but it's faster than saying ancient elven mage every time we talk about him.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganan and Gillenane. 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. They're our next target.
So we set our sights on a pair of elven gods. Like it's easy.
Who else is gonna do it? If they're loose, they need killing.
They were evil tyrants who enslaved their people. We need to stop them.
Solus says Elganan and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of 1 god running around, we have 2. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. We're down a man without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt, Nev. But the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
If Elganan and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they want.
But we only have Solus's word about all of this.
Then let's go investigate for ourselves. We find out what we're dealing with, and then we take our shot.
Fine. The Illuvian led us here instead of back to Minrathous.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Nev, are you okay to go?
It's a headache. I've worked with worse.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that alluvion.
If it even takes us back to Arlethan.
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
Don't worry about me. Shall we?
Let's do this.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
Cut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it! Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlethan?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's... Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
We found Solus and stopped his ritual, but things took a turn.
The magic went wild. Solus was dragged into the Fade, into some kind of prison.
But when he went in, something, or someone else got out.
Elganon and Gillenane, supposedly.
Mathalanost.
The return of our gods, the Evanurus.
If those two are back out in the world, it explains a lot.
Like what?
Artifacts that have been dormant for centuries are awakening. Something that would need a source of tremendous magical energy, like two of our old gods.
So Elganon and Gillenane are loose. Which means what?
You thought Solus was bad. He's a bit of a bastard, true. But next to them, let's just say they weren't known for their kindness.
There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanurus, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tarith is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Luther. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. You get your friend back to your camp and... we'll find Balara.
Stay here with the Veil Jumpers. Harding and I can handle this.
Is that so?
That's so. If you're not at full strength, you're a liability we can't afford.
Fine. Your call.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Balara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Is it me? Or is there something strange about this fog?
It all feels a little off. Like everything shifted a little bit. Is that suit of armor moving? In the back! Gotcha! Where'd you come from?
Balara? Balara Luther. Strife and Irilyn sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Lace Harding.
Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. The elven gods Elganan and Gillenane have escaped from Fen'Harel's prison. And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
It's a lot to take in.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
I think I'd prefer to stay in one piece, yeah.
Right, me too. But I think I can find a way out. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it, safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
We've handled our share of demons. A few dozen more shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Threats like us, I'm guessing.
That's the edge of the bubble. Can't pass through it. We need to shut down the artifact first.
That water just swirling into the air.
We call that kind the whirlpool. The anomaly, I mean. Never seen one this size, though.
Let's deal with them.
So what is this artifact we're looking for, exactly?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
I don't usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked. Over.
Not many people come this far into Arlathan. Just veil jumpers, mostly.
And people trying to save the world, apparently.
What was this place?
Could have been a temple, could have been where they stored food.
Wow. I've never seen anything like this.
Wait, is this... No, it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside. It almost feels like an armory, or something like that.
What's an armory doing this far out?
Warlords. Ancient elves had a lot of them.
Are we just supposed to jump across?
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Got it.
Bring it over here and slot it in. And there we go! Easy.
Huh. That's a great trick.
A resonance amplifier. It's drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
Trouble scouted.
The last of the magic energy. Path should be clear ahead. So, that ritual, the big one where the sky was ripping apart, you say that was Fen'Harel? I mean, the real Fen'Harel?
That's what I've been told. Though right now, he goes by Solus.
And, sorry, the things that got out, the big scary ones, that was Gilnane and Elgranon?
Are you okay? You sound a little flustered.
Oh, you know, just finding out that 3 of my gods are out there trying to end the world. Why wouldn't I be okay? Another central construct. We'll have to take it down. Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby. Seeing these kinds of ruins never gets old.
Can anything here tell us what that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be. These constructs! It means I was right.
Right about what?
About where we are. It's an armory. I think I know what the artifact is.
Well, that's a relief. So what kind of artifact shows up in an armory? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
A what?
A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Ancient elves used them to store knowledge and to help them dream. Methalinast. Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back. What's your speciality, Valara?
See that? Bad guys.
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlathan Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
If the gods are blighted, like Solus claims, maybe they're communicating with the Darkspawn somehow. Directing them?
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them. Once we get out of this bubble.
Right. Let's get to that central temple. The wall looks weak here. I bet we could break it somehow. I wonder if that ballista could smash through this wall. More Darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Me too.
We're close. I can feel it. Have you noticed something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic. Building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, Nodus Thalin. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
What does that mean?
I don't know, actually. The notes were never very clear on that. Plan to find out.
More constructs ahead.
The inner sanctum. Getting closer. Looks like this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
There has to be another one of those power crystals around here somewhere. Another ballista. I bet we could use it to break through that wall. that's left is the Nodus Dirthalin. I have so many questions for it.
How do you ask it questions?
It's an archive spirit. You'll see. Okay, here it is. The Nodus Dirthalin.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back.
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
Right. Because darkspawn, demons, and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
What do you mean by tricky exactly?
If I remove the artifact the way I'd usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Arlathan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's breathing. Ogre! That's an ogre! Wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Ooh. No. That's good. I think. Oh.
What does that crystal do?
Keeps the artifact powered. Focuses the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later. Oh. No, you don't.
Sulanan, Vir Sulevanan, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dirthara.
Right, I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirthara. What do you...
Guess it's broken like the rest of the artifacts.
It isn't just any artifact. That's the Nadas Dirthalan, an archive spirit. And it does work. Or will, at least. Its crystal is broken. I guess maybe the blight threw its resonance off somehow. But I should be able to fix it. It's kind of my thing, fixing magical stuff. Strife and Irulan will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn. Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil Jumper camp. ready to go?
Right. Let's get moving.
Come on, I'll show you the way to the Veil Jumper camp.
"11 wounded, 16 on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing."
We're running out of veil jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
Jahel and Milva never reported back from Demeter's crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village, or near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlethan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nodus Dirthalan.
Wait, you found the Nodus Dirthalan? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
Archive's broken. Won't tell us anything. But that doesn't matter. Any Dalish settlements we can save, we should.
So far, we've been lucky and arrived just in time. But given how fast these Darkspawn are moving, it's only a matter of time till our luck runs out.
Well, it hasn't run out yet. So let's stretch it until it breaks.
If we could predict where they'd strike next, we might get ahead of them. But so far, they've been unpredictable.
Which leaves us with what?
Demeter's crossing.
What?
Irulan and Strife. When we came in, you said you'd lost contact with Demeter's crossing. We could go check it out. The 3 of us, I mean.
4. I'm coming with you.
Nev, you were still shaky, and
I'm coming, Harding.
I don't know what you're going to find there, Rook. Likely nothing good. But you'd be saving people, and it might get you on the trail of the gods.
Demeter's crossing's on the far side of the lake. There's a small boat at the docks. It'll take you there. Watch your back out there. And good luck.
Okay, we'll need a boat to get there. Let's head to the dock.
What you hear about Demeter's crossing? Bits and bobs for just the right price. And now that we've met, do your best not to die, yeah? It can be rough out there.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Seems like a lot's happened around here.
What hasn't happened? This area is where Tevinter Magisters destroyed Arlethan City centuries ago. Whole lot of blood magic during the war.
What about now?
Whatever Solus did stirred up everything again. The old blood magic from the war never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air, ruins float. It's like an old wound that never healed, and now it's bleeding again.
Brooke, ready to go?
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. Couldn't sit still much longer.
Then let's go.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing. This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Something happened here.
Stay sharp.
It's so quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody? It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned.
They barricaded the main entrance into town.
There's blight in there. I can feel it. Be careful.
It's blight. Even worse than in the forest.
They need to stay in. All of them.
You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
I don't think he can hear us.
We'll be rewarded. All of us. No, you can't leave.
Hey, can you hear me?
Just think.
Someone used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
The town square!
We need to search for survivors.
Let's see what we can find. Fan out.
This is Adeline. I knew her. She was a farmer, sold spices to us, the best in Arlathan. I can't believe this happened.
This blight is weird.
Ever seen anything like it?
Never. Blight's usually dead, static. But this is alive.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them? Look! More people! What was that?
Something big. Stay sharp.
Over there. 2 more survivors. Milva!
That's one of your fellow veil jumpers? Melara!
Jahel! He's alive!
Melara.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
No, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power. Melara, be careful.
Come on, that sounds close.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village.
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
Please, help me.
Deep breaths. Tell me what happened.
I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the veil jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gilnenane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
All this for gold. The villagers, the veil jumpers, the blights everywhere. Demeter's Crossing is dead because of your greed.
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The blights everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook, you're a Grey Warden. You could pack him off to Weishaupt as punishment.
Leave him here. He can fend for himself.
No!
Wolves will get him in the night. Or, given the state of this place, something worse.
He killed an entire village. There must be justice for that.
Right. And we choose what form that justice takes.
Somebody has to.
You don't understand the power they have. They show you what you crave. They speak to the darkness in your heart. No one can stand against that.
Watch me.
I won't be the last to surrender. I felt the evil.
Let's go. No point arguing with the dead man.
No.
The Fade had opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight, all of it, to rebuild their empire. As a path to power, It had its costs. And everyone would pay for it.
Did you find our scouts?
They're dead. I'm sorry. Elganon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Elgernon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
I dare say it was a show of force. They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
So who are you exactly?
I have borne many appellations. Advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, friend to the Inquisition. My place here, however, is but a humble advisor on matters arcane.
Witch of the Wilds?
An honorific born of rumor and exaggeration. The fearsome reputations of your opponents, however, are duly earned. This dark turn of events shall only become worse.
I was hoping what we saw at Demeter's Crossing would be the worst of it.
'Tis but the start, I fear, and ignorance provides a feeble shield.
Right. What can you tell us?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Not if we stop it first.
Ah, the confidence of youth. You shall need a good deal more of it.
I suppose you have some advice?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse?
Ah, yes, the legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it, even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our gods are back. Our gods! And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
None of us can do this alone, but we can stop them together. Alara, you're one of the only people in the world who can get our Illuvian working. Harding can track down the Lyrium dagger, and Nev can spot any clues we might miss that give us more information. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
You can do this, Lace.